Alright, so the next bit I'll put in is just the jawline here. So go back to my lighter color. So what I have on it is this color here, so I want a slightly darker, a little bit grayer version of that. So I can kind of go back into my mixture and steal some from there. See how that works. It's not too bad.
We'll take a bit of the flesh colour as well.
Yeah, I'm lightening it with the flesh color. See, that's too dark, too gray. So I'll go back into my lighter pile. It'll look a bit, you know, because you're painting on this light ground, it's always just a guess, right? Because it's so stark. So just do your best guess, because you can always come back and fix it. And I want to put down this piece. And up behind her ear it gets a bit darker. Okay, I need to get my brush.
So when you're painting too, you're also, I can see how it's also thinking of the plane shifts as well.
Yeah.
So you can see the box sort of like plane shift.
Yeah, wherever
At
there's
the
like a
same
plane
time.
shift, wherever there's a value shift, it should indicate a plane shift, right? So you remember this muscle here, the sternocleidomastoid, right? That's a thick muscle coming up. And then the jawline. We haven't talked about the head because we haven't been so busy with painting. But you can see here the jawline, right? So there's the side of the face, and then the jawline goes under. And you've got the muscle group here. Your throat through here, and then as it turns around a bit, it gets a bit darker. And of course, this is the underplane of the chin. So, you know, these describe the anatomical forms, right? So it's not just kind of a haphazard collection of marks. So try and simplify it as much as you can with regards to the anatomy and the planes, yeah.
We're only painting flat colours at the moment, aren't we?
Yeah,
You're
you're looking at these and trying to just keep them very, very simple. That's a little bit too high chroma.
Every time I've done one of these courses and you're talking about planes and all that, and then watching news readers and various people on TV, a whole fortnight, I'm looking at the planes on their faces. You've got to hear what they say. It's the most instructive thing. Yes. The only thing that's true. Yes.
Exactly. Here, there's a tiny bit of redness in there, so I'm actually stealing a little bit of the Persian red.
Is Persian similar to alizarin? Or no?
No, it's a duller. It's just black and red together.
Okay.
And you can just kind of lock in these colors, which have a little more yellow to them.
What's that muscle area called again? That's sort of
This one?
Yeah, that's
The trapezius. Yeah, the one that comes all the way through here. Down.
And does it come down around that part of the neck that you're just painting on?
Yeah. Through here. The collarbone would be here. It's
Right
not
to the
on there.
collar. Yeah, okay.
Go back and put in some of this darker tone through here. Kind of darker, redder tone. Be a little bit lighter. Even lighter still. Even lighter. So if you don't get the color quite right, you can just go back in and paint into it to adjust it. If that was not quite light enough. Basic jawline here, I should probably fill it in, but now then I want to go and get the turning. So what happens here is that there's your cheekbone here, right? You can feel it under your eye socket. Then it turns down, there's a hollow there under your cheekbone you can feel. So it usually dips in and gets a bit darker, and then when the jawline comes back, it catches a bit of light. Just kind of turn down, and that's what that light is. It's the top of the jawline catching a bit of light. Although usually it's not quite so high. So I'm going to go in and just finish up some of these darks. So then I want to have the turning tone, so it's slightly lighter, slightly pinker. Generally, I mean, it's pinker here and a bit grayer there. So let's try and mix up a slightly lighter. So go back to my red umber. This is a starting point. Just the value chroma pretty good. Add a tiny bit of red. Pink it up a bit. Maybe a tiny bit of umber, just to gray the touch. It's too dark and too dull and not red enough. So I have to lighten it, brighten it, and make it redder. Remember the three aspects of color: chroma, value, and hue. Stroke down. Better. Still I'm going to go a little bit lighter. Always, generally you want to err on the side of being a little bit lighter. I think I said this. Oil paint kind of darkens and grays just as you work on it. darker next to her ear there. What'll happen, so this is your first pass, right? So usually the underpainting, you want to err a bit on the lighter and brighter side. That'll happen naturally because we don't have the full black value here. So as I'm putting these colors down, I'm relating them to this value. In the overpainting, when we go over the next part, we'll start to put in the black and deal with some of the blendings. And you'll see that putting that dark in, this will automatically look lighter, which is good because you want to have that lighter underbase. And then you can go in and just kind of tease in places a little bit dark. Right?
Would that apply, you're saying about the first pass, would that apply to any part of, you know, a painting that you were doing? So whether it was, you know, she was holding a cat?
Yeah. Just the process. It's one process,
so lighter
right?
and brighter for the first pass to avoid that very
Not extremely so, but just it's better than darker and grayer, right? So if you're not sure,
muddy as you
always err on the side of being lighter and brighter, yeah.
Okay.
Because you can see, I mean, these colors, it's just mud, right? So,
Do you mind if we take a photo at this stage?
yeah, you can take a break. Thanks, Darren.